From Lubbock, Texas, this is a special edition report of MCTV. I'm Erica Chavez.
And I'm Haley Walter.
Our first story takes place here in Lubbock, where a former employee at the Lubbock County Medical Examiner's Office announced a lawsuit against the medical examiner after being terminated. Tita Graves, a former employee, has accused medical examiner Dr. Sam Andrews, NAG Pathology Labs, and Dr. Evan Nash for $1 million after being fired for observing and reporting potentially illegal and suspicious activity. Graves accused the office of unnecessarily taking body parts of dead infants and children and shipping them to labs in California for research purposes. The lawsuit also claims many employees have since quit their jobs at the ME's office. Graves' lawsuit comes after the Texas Rangers decided to investigate the examiner's office earlier this month. We will bring you more details as we continue to follow this case.
Last Wednesday, Lubbock ISD confirmed that Whiteside Elementary School was evacuated before 9:30 a.m. for a bomb threat called into the front office of the school from an out-of-state number. The call was followed by another threat to the front office of Ramirez Elementary School. At 11 a.m., Lubbock ISD announced that an all clear had been given. After the all clear, Lubbock ISD said the Lubbock ISD Police Department, along with assistance from the LPD and Federal Bureau of Investigation, thoroughly swept both campuses and determined the threat to be a hoax. All students and staff were safe and accounted for.
Several airlines have issued travel advisories after a winter storm delayed 10,000 flights and canceled nearly 2,500 flights across the U.S. Millions of people across the U.S. are under winter weather advisories and warnings, while travelers are warned by airlines to expect delays and cancellations in several airports. Several airlines, including United, Southwest, and JetBlue Airways, expect delays and cancellations at more than 3 dozen airports. Airports most affected include Chicago O'Hare's International Airport, Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, and the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. And now with our Hub City weather forecast, we have Kayla Ivey.
Thank you, Erica. Today we will see partly cloudy skies with a high of 66 and a low of 37. Winds will be coming out of the south today at 15 miles per hour. The weekly forecast looks to be consistently in the 70s and the 60s, with the high on Wednesday at 68. There is no rain predicted for the week, with the highest chance being Wednesday at 5%. I'm Kayla, and that's your local weather.
Thanks, Kayla. Attorney General Bill Barr is preparing to announce as early as next week the completion of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation, with plans for Barr to submit to Congress soon after a summary of Mueller's confidential report. The preparations are the clearest indication yet that Mueller is nearly done with his almost 2-year investigation. The exact timing of the announcement is subject to change. The content of what Barr will send to Congress also remains unclear. Also unclear is how long it will take justice officials to prepare what will be submitted to lawmakers. Barr has said that he wants to be as transparent as possible with Congress and the public. Under the special counsel regulations, Mueller must submit a confidential report to the Attorney General at the conclusion of his work, but the rules don't require it to be shared with Congress, or by extension, the public. And as Barr has made clear, the Justice Department generally guards against publicizing derogatory information about uncharged individuals. As a result, one of the questions Barr will face in the coming weeks is the extent to which Mueller's findings should be disclosed to Congress. On a more lighter topic, did you miss the Oscars last night? Not to worry. Joining us is entertainment expert Michaela Holmes with last night's highlights and award winners.
Last night, Hollywood's biggest and brightest stars gathered to recognize the men and women who contributed to the best films of 2018 at the 91st Academy Awards. The 2019 Academy Awards was a night of show-stopping performances, spectacular fashion, and history-making moments. The night kicked off with an epic performance from Queen and American Idol alum Adam Lambert. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper also performed their award-winning song Shallow from their film A Star is Born. Gaga was a star in her own right after winning the Oscar for Best Original Song for Shallow and wearing a massive 128.5 diamond necklace from Tiffany. Costume designer Ruthie Carter became the first African-American woman to win for Best Costume Designer. She won for her work on Black Panther. Mahershala Ali took home the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for his performance in Green Book, and Regina King took home the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for her performance in If Beale Street Could Talk. Rami Malek won the award for Best Actor in a Lead Role for his performance in Bohemian Rhapsody, and Olivia Colman won Best Actress in a Leading Role for her part in The Favorite. Alfonso Cuarón took home the Oscar for Best Director, and Best Picture went to Green Book. Congratulations to all those who were nominated.
Wow, what an amazing night for all the winners and nominees.
I agree, it truly was. Thanks, Michaela.
And thank you for watching this special edition of MCTV. I'm Haley Walter.
And I'm Erica Chavez. Thank you for watching.